Child. So you really drawing in from real life situations.
Yeah. I really do. Like a lot of stuff. Yeah, I do. A lot of the things that happen in my books happen. They happen. Like I've never, if you read Mania of Love, I never painted a whole car glitter, but I put paint on a car. Like it wasn't glitter, and I didn't use a brush. But it's just there are a lot of things that God has covered me with because I'm quite. I really think I probably should have been in somebody's institution or prison or jail. Just some of the things that have happened in my life. I'm like, how did I do that? Why did I do that? And I've tried to ask people for forgiveness. And my grown age, like, look, if I like, look, bro, in college, I was tripping. My bad. Because ain't nothing worse than tripping about a man that later you find out ain't no good. So now you look shame going back to homecoming, looking at this girl that you done pull out the
I'm
driver.
not asking for forgiveness. Fuck that girl. I'm not asking for no. She got what she deserved, and she knows what I'm talking about.
I look, because it's like anytime somebody from ask, what do you, because they call me Pie in college, what's your memory of Pie? Like the same memory come up. I want y'all to forget that I pulled that girl out her window when her car was still running. Forget about that situation.
Don't forget about it. I need you to remember.
I'm not crazy like that. I don't have to be anymore, but it's just
petty.
Yeah,
Petty. Just call me Miss Petty.
Yeah, some of the people in my book who are like the antagonists. Oh, they people I don't like. They definitely people I don't like. I will write you in a book and smut you out if you get me mad, and I'll gift you the book. And I'll gift you the book, girl. I wrote this book, and it made me think so much of you. Here you go. I did that once. Quarantine love. That Candace girl, that little stain coochie Candace girl, I sure did. I said, what's your address? I'm going to send you a gift. She probably never read the book.
Not knowing what to do with
her. Probably never read the book. And I got her all kind of smutted out in the book. And then what's bad is, I don't even, like, if your name is Candace Lamone, the character name is going to be Candace Tumone. I don't even try to change the name that much. I'd be like, just for legal reasons, I'm gonna add a T to this. Like, I'm not. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? I'm suing you. Nah, her name is Tumone. Your name is Lamone. Them two different people, baby girl. And your name is
spelled YouTube. I'm talking about you.
Look, and your name is spelled Candice. That girl name is spelled Kandy. See, I'll spell it totally different. That's a different person, girl. What you talking about? I will. I'm petty like that. I mean, when you look, when that's the best thing about being an author. I can unalive you in the worst way in this book. So yeah, that's how I get my petty out.
What makes you happy?
What makes me happy is honestly helping people, writing, reading, seeing people enjoy my books. Because it's a part of me. If you enjoy my books, you're enjoying a part of me. Interacting with my Mania crew. Because there are certain I love my whole Mania crew, but there are certain individuals in my Mania crew that I love. I will go to war for them. Because it's my Mania crew is more than just readers to me. Like, these are people who I've had some of my Mania crew members come in my inbox when I'm having an off day on social media. They just notice small things like, yeah, your posts are kind of funny. You okay? You taking your meds? That's a different level from I just read your books. You know what I'm saying? I care about you. And that's what I love about our community as this book community, this Black book community. It gets deeper than just, oh, I read her books, keep it moving. It's you start to care about these authors. You want them to do well in every aspect of their life. Like, I just don't want you to write these books. I want you to be mentally happy. I want you to be mentally healthy. Because so yeah, just food makes me happy too. food makes me real happy. So yeah, that's about it. Like spending time with my daughter, just seeing her grow as an adult, and just it's hard though. Them tween adults, I don't like them. I was like, and nobody told me it was gonna be like this.
Just keep going, because guess what? My daughter is 39.
Oh, wait, you don't look old enough to have no 39-year-old daughter, man.
Yes.
Wait a minute now.
My son is 29 and my daughter's 39.
I would have never thought that.
And my granddaughter is 12.
God damn. I would have never thought that. Look, we be good now. We be looking good now. Because I would have never, look, when I tell people I'm 43, they be like, what? Yeah, I'm 43, baby.
Yeah.
I'd be like, and then, these little young boys don't look like they used to look when I was like, I don't remember these boys looking like they look, when I was in college, they didn't look like this. I be having to ask for ID, like, sir, let me see your ID. You 25, looking like a whole 40-year-old. What?
Listen, they've been living a hard life. I don't know what happened with us, but I don't know what's going on with them.
I'm like, we must have been innocent. Like, y'all just go through things now. Like, I don't know. Y'all need therapists. I don't know. Y'all need therapists. But yeah.
That is funny. What are 3 things you have to have while writing?
Television, like something to binge. So whether, like right now while I'm writing, I'm binging Criminal Minds. Mm-hmm. My water, and what else? Probably some kind of snack, but my snacks vary. So I go through phases. So right now, and look, I got my whole snack basket right here. Don't say nothing. So right now, my favorite snack is these little fruit snacks. And then I do like I'll get in a juice box. Little, yeah. So in some kind of snack to just munch on here and there. But yeah, my water, and I have to have something to binge watch. But it has to be something that I've seen. Not something that is brand new. It has to be something that I've seen, so I don't have to focus on it too much. It's just kind of white noise.
What's your definition of urban fiction?
Urban fiction is more of, to me, urban fiction is where it focuses more on the street aspect than the romance, if that makes sense. So it's more of the edgy. You have your
so more street lit, or just
no. So I would classify the Delgado as urban fiction. Okay. There's romance in there, but that's not the core of the story for me. You know what I'm saying? All of the other stuff, the organization and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. To me, that could be wrong, but to me, that's what urban fiction is. I personally don't think I write urban fiction. I think I write more so. I write urban romance, because urban romance and urban fiction are 2 different things to me.
Ma'am,
what?
You write both.
So I feel like maybe I do. My characters be urban, but yeah, I guess you're right. It's hard. So I'll be honest with you. I just had this conversation with B. I was like, B, I don't know what genre I write in. I just write, because to me, I tell people I write informational dramas, and that's because Kendra Sumter gave me that. I was like, we were talking about genres one day, and I was like, I'm not even sure. And she came under the comments. She said, you write informational dramas. And I was like, is that a real genre? She said, no, that's just your genre. And ever since then, Queen of Informational Drama. That Kendra Sumter gave me that. So, wow. So when people ask me, well, what genre do you write in? I generally say I write urban contemporary romance with a twist of informational drama. That's how I answer it, because I really don't know. But
that's it. But you do cross the line for both.
I do.
You do.
Yeah, I do. But I can dabble in paranormal. I dabble in fantasy. Not really. The only time I write in erotica is if I'm like Naughty Fan. That was a group project. The anthology we did, Vegas Hotels. That was a group project, so it was encompassing. And then my first erotica, Pet the Kitty, that was a dare. somebody dared me, like, I dare you to write an erotica. All right.
No, I read one probably a few months ago. It was 2 books, and I cannot think of the name of it. It was an erotica, and I was like,
Oh, you
man,
Suck Me Slow, Love Me, Love Me.
yes.
But here's the thing: I don't even think that's an erotica.
Ma'am.
Now I don't know why I was thinking about when I came up with that name. But I was like,
Let me tell you something. I had to go handle some things after I finished.
But yeah, I guess my sex scenes do be kind of spicy, but I just like, I mean,
she was like, ma'am, exactly, Miss Arthur, ma'am.
I don't know. I just be like I really like, look, writing that Naughty Fan and Even So Special took it out of me. I was like, bruh.
Look at Shannon, kind of spicy. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't think. Now I've seen some spicy. Now look, now I'm not nowhere near as spicy as some authors I've seen. I'd be like, oh.
I don't think you're India T. Norfleet spicy.
Oh hell no.
But you spicy.
She's spicy. I'd be like, oh girl.
Oh yeah, she coming off the
edge. Yeah, she. Woo. But I mean, I can, you know, and then sometimes I'll be like, Lord, I hope these people don't be like, is this what she like?
But you know what? It's not about what you like. It's about, you know, stretching your chops.
It is.
You know.
It is. But then sometimes, like I told somebody, and I was not joking. Get your favorite book with your favorite sex scene, and try to act that thing out with your boyfriend. You will never be able to. We be doing the most. I be like, Lord, I got to scratch. I got to be flexible. Because if you put my feet back to my head, I'm bucking like a horse. What are you doing? I need to breathe. I am 43. I do not need to have all that acrobatics.
But I mean, I know it's fun in books, but
yeah,
that's why
it's fiction. Yes, that's why it's fiction. You're right. But sometimes some of them fictional sections, I be like,
child, not folded like a pretzel. I'm too old to be folded like a pretzel.
Like, look, let me tell you something. My BMI does not support being folded up like a pretzel. My BMI says no. We can press a little bit back, but we're not going to do that all the way, baby. No, or tell me to scratch beforehand or something. Do a squat or two. Like, I'm not finna do all that. Like, look, I don't even look. If you ask me to get on top, I'm gonna say slide over to the edge of the bed so I can put my foot on the floor. I'm 43, ma'am. I'm tired.
Exactly. Adjustments. Instead of doing it on the bed,
I need some accommodations. This all right. You still gonna get all your pleasure, but I need that grounding foot, and then we can move. And I got a purple mattress that was $6,000, baby. You gonna get it. But no, I'm not fitting to do all that extra stuff. My knees bad.
Yeah, I think my acrobatic days are over.
Now, if you see me coming there with some knee braces, it's about to be fun. But no.
Yes, I need accommodation. So
I do. Like,
I have to modify things.
First of all, if you want all that, I'm gonna need like a 2 to 3 day written notice. So I can go ahead and work it out. Like, okay, we're gonna be scratching. Let me get on the thing and do some yoga or something, because I'm not fitting to play with you. I'm not fitting to play with you. Like, let me take some tonsil spray or something. Like, we're not finna play all these games.
Yeah, because you're not getting to kill me.
Do you know how embarrassing that? But what do you put on in the obituary? Like, what is the cause of death?
Oh,
insinuation, like what the asphyxiation? Like, I don't want to have to go through this. I don't want to have to go through this. She died by fellatio. That's unattractive.
Not that he died on top of me, but no, he died because she was trying to be Corinne Stephens.
Right. And didn't read the book, so you didn't get the blueprint, so you just out here free ball. No.
I am hollering.
I'm just not. Look, I have my limits. I'm not doing it. I just don't think that it's necessary to do all of that. Like, yeah, no.
Oh, listen, but I tell you, the joy that I just had.
look, you got to be realistic. The first thing about being in a good relationship is communication. Let's go ahead and get this out here, man. We can journal together what we can't do. You know what I'm saying? Let's put it in a journal. Let's get one of them.
Let's have this conversation.
Yeah, let me give you a prompt. What I will not do.
That is hilarious.
Cause we could save ourselves some time, like 6 months later. You mad at me? If you would have asked me day one, we could have known. Let's just be homeboy, homegirl.
I'm screaming right now.
I'm so serious. I'm so serious. I asked some questions like, so do you like this? Do you like? What you mean? What you mean? You scared to call me a bitch during sex? Oh, we ain't a match. We ain't a match. I feel it's disrespectful. Well, go ahead somewhere.
Now, see, I'm okay with that. I like praise sex. I'm sorry for putting off.
I like to build up. I like to tear me down to build me up. Like kind of like, you know, it's a weird, yeah. I do like praise.
But everybody has their own thing. I just realized
they do.
Yeah.
They do. And
if
you gotta
call me a bitch for sex, I might slap you.
You still got, you know, everybody like now it seems like all the men put their hand around your throat. They wasn't doing that back in 20. Like,
don't do that to me. I tell you right off. Don't do that to me.
I don't mind that, but they wasn't doing that in 2004 when my child was conceived. They wasn't. Like I remember, like it's the same thing like with fraternity sororities. Them Omegas wasn't doing that when I was in college. I was like, where they come from? I don't remember not a neck shake from an Omega when I was in college. Now I see them all doing it. I'm like, my baby daddy's an Omega. He ain't never. I was like,
sir.
And he don't even know how to do it. That's how I know it's new. Like, you old ass Omega.
Why you didn't know that? Well, where you doing? I'm screaming. That is so funny.
I'm telling you, it's a new breed of men. Like, now everybody want to grab throats and do all this. Man.
You know what? I put TMI. TMI. I'm going to preface it by saying TMI. Do not try and F my face. Let me control it because it's not enjoyable for me. I need my throat so I can talk.
So I'm not gonna say TMI. I'm gonna say, let's say a book character did this. Like the whole, and I might have wrote this in the book. I ain't too sure. Like the whole lane, like you gotta have a bed on some risers because you gotta have the right height. But laying on the bed backward with your head leaned back and getting fucked in the face. Yeah, I'm gonna say a character did that.
You're not getting ready to tear up my voice. I'm sorry.
let me help her write that in the book just in case. Just in case, like y'all heard us say that. No, that was a character. But yeah,
don't do that to me. But I'm not saying that I'm opposed to some other stuff, but
but you got to know what you got to the same. But it's the same thing with reading. You got to know what you like. I know some girls who skip over the sex scenes altogether. Now I won't, but if it's long, like I don't care that the window curtains was flapping. I don't care about none of that.
You don't care about the breeze.
I'm gonna be honest with you. And if you read my books, I am running out of words to rename coochie and penis. Even when So Special, when I got my edits back, I had nicknamed Asher's penis Kane, but in the book, his son's name was Kane. So the edit B was like, "Hey, you might want to change the name of his penis since you said that you was nicknaming his son Kane too." My note said, "I just changed it back to Dick. I'm out of words." I'm out of nicknames. I was like, just put it back to me. I'm out of nicknames. Like, I'm like, what can I call her now? Sugar Melon. Who comes up with that stupid stuff? Like, that's that. But literally, that's what I'd be like, what am I going to call it today? I've called it a body flower. I'm tired of trying to find names. But sometimes you get tired of seeing, pee, puss, and so it's just like, sugarberry for the back. Look, I was struggling, y'all. I was struggling. Look, Penny Pages is up there. I was watching Big Bang Theory. So Penny Pages. Like, y'all have no idea what I go through when it comes to naming things and naming people. Yeah, look, the one of the doctors in this book I'm writing right now, the name is Reed. What's this? Reed Hankel. I was watching the episode on Criminal Minds where it was Tobias Hankel and he kidnapped Reed. Reed Hankel.
Okay, so when you name, like, I know how you got Mega, but when you name your characters, especially your main male characters, is it a big deal to name them something more along the lines of the book, like you named War?
So where did I come up with war from? So a lot of times my book derived from songs, whatever. So only reason I came up with war is because I was listening to Pastor Troy. We ready for war, and I was like, that would be a cute name, and that's where it came from. And I was like, but it can't just be war. It got to stand for something. Warrior. And then usually the name comes first, and then I write around the name. I just kind of, write around the name. So it's kind of like, it just always works out for me. It just, for whatever reason, it works out for me regardless of what I'm doing. It just kind of like, okay, well, that worked. But like right now, all of the books lately that I've been doing, they're all derivatives of either a Lil Wayne song or a lyric in a Lil Wayne song. So Special came from, his song with John Legend. I'll go ahead and let you know Draco's book is named I Love You Like Pussy Money Weed. Look, I'm not a complex person. I'm not a complex person. And actually, Megatron, another reason, Mega Man. That's Lil Wayne's song, Mega Man. So a lot of that, it correlates to whatever. I was like, I'm going to start doing books and I'm going to name them all after something with Lil Wayne because I'm a humongous Lil Wayne fan. And if I ever meet him, I could be like, boy, you was the inspiration to like 12 books.
Right. Have you ever thought about this? Say, if I ever see him, I'm just gonna mail him a book and see.
Oh yeah. Look, if I see him, if I see Regine, if I see Toya, all y'all gonna get a book. Look, give your daddy this book, girl. Don't play.
Oh, I am screaming.
Probably the Carter 3 is my favorite album from Lil Wayne.
I'm not a big Lil Wayne fan.
I'm a humongous Lil Wayne
but
fan.
But I'm West Coast.
Okay.
I'm a West Coast fan, so I'm from the Too Short era.
Okay. Wait a minute now.
I'm talking about Freaky Tales.
Oh.
Dolphin B.
Good God.
Yeah, I'm from that era.
I might be a little too young for that.
I'm from when he was really selling tapes in the back of his car.
Okay, yeah, I'm a little young for that.
Yeah. I'm a Too Short fan, an E40 fan.
Okay.
Yeah. So, we, instead of saying the Bay Area, we really the Yay area, because that's what, if anybody from here, they'd be like, where you from? The Yay. Or what part of the Yay you live in? The city, the town.
My husband's from Long Beach.
Huh?
So my husband's from Long Beach. So that's really interesting. West Coast men are very different.
But, okay, so we had this conversation yesterday with Shelly P.
Mm-hmm.
Southern California and Northern California is two different worlds.
I'd be like, y'all, like I always tell Siobhan Latrice, I said, girl, I plucked my husband out of one of your books. Because he's crazy. My husband is crazy.
But that's LA.
Yeah, but some of the stuff he say, I'd be like, I feel like I should be worried, but why am I turned on? Like there's something wrong with me. Like he told me one time, he said, look, Thais, if you ever cheat on me, I'm gonna cut your hands off. Ain't no more Mel Dau shit. You gonna stop my writing? He said, you're damn right. The maniac who wouldn't get another motherfucking book.
But you could,
but it wasn't even
dictate. You could dictate.
He wasn't like, you like, you crazy. There was not a laugh.
He was
not
serious.
A smile line. I was like, oh, he's serious.
But that's LA. That's that LA culture. Now,
That's
Northern
crazy to
California, they
me.
have cray cray up here too. But what I'm telling you, the way
But
they dress, the way they
yeah,
talk is totally
yeah, oh
different.
yeah. Here's, and I'll let you. And I think I've said it before. So my husband's we're fighting his case. The Innocence Project actually just picked up his case. So he's in jail. So he be talking trash, and in my head I'm like, you in jail? What the fuck are you doing? I do be having those little smart comments. And so one day I call myself not answering none of his calls, and he's Crip. I call myself not answering none of his calls. Now he's locked up here in South Carolina, but I called him not answering none of my calls. I was like, I'm not answering none of his calls. Blah, blah, blah. Like 3 hours later, who? Hello? Hey, you pie? Who are you? Asante on the phone. He want to talk to you. He done sent some Crip niggas from North Carolina to my house.
What?
With the phone. I answer the door. He like, yeah. So you not answering my calls? Did you really send some niggas to my house? He said, oh, I see, I know you. And you thought, oh, he behind the wall, so he can't do too much of anything. This is your lesson right here. I don't miss calls now. I love my baby. I do. But again, like, look, baby, look, when it was time, and he's my biggest supporter, so he every day, how's your writing going? You got to every day he tell me the same thing. Hey, you queen, you know what you are. Keep the keep that pressure up, and then put your foot on it. Now I don't agree with this, and I'm saying he say this. He said, put your foot on their neck, George Floyd their ass. I don't know why he says that. I'm like, babe, do you realize how insensitive that is? He'd be like, look, you know what I mean, though. He's my main supporter. And when I was ready to leave, he said, hey, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get it in.
So, do you ever send your books to him for him to read?
Oh, he reads all of my books. He reads all of my books. And what I love about it is he'll read my book, and then literally after he finishes, we have like a book club. Like when I go visit or when we're on the phone, he'd be like, so why did you do this? Or what would you do? Like he'd be asking real questions. And then there was a point where they told him that he used to carry his book to work. He used to carry his book to work. And there was a point where they told him he had to stop carrying his book because they thought that he was influencing other people in the jail to buy my book. And they stopped doing that because like the COs were having book club with my books. Like I've gone to visit him, and you got to walk in and give your little ID to the person. And literally, I walk into the desk, and my book is open, and the girl's reading my book, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm here to see. Come on." And I look down, but I don't say nothing because I don't want to be all like, "We in the jail, girl." I'm not finna be all like that. But and then she'll later tell him, "I wanted her to sign my book so bad." I'm like, "Well, she should have just asked." Yeah. It's interesting. But yeah, he reads all of my books, and I love that because it's honest. It's not. He really is in the book. Like he's not just reading it for the fact of it. He's like, oh yeah, I like that book. Da, da, da. Matter of fact, She's Not a Star, Somebody Lied. He's in that book. Asante, that's his name. So that's him in the book.
Wow. Yeah, I love when spouses support.
Oh yeah, he's real supportive. If I need something, like when I was first kind of starting out and money was tight, what you need? All right, I'm gonna make it happen. Cash that, ding 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 ding. So
wow,
and I love that for me because me and him were having a conversation. He was like, "There's a difference between a hustler and a drug dealer. A drug dealer just sells drugs. A hustler sells the grass off the ground if it make him some money." I was like, "That is true.
Facts.
That is true." All I'm gonna say is I learned how to make wine. Look, bro, I didn't know that you can make these things from like peach juice and stuff. I didn't know. Look,
child.
Love it. And I really feel once God providing Innocent Project, we get it together. He was falsely accused of murder. So God provided Innocent Project gets my baby out. I can only imagine what my books might turn into.
Girl,
because sometimes I try to write a book and I'm like, babe, so how many ounces in a kilo? And he'd be like, Thais, leave the drugs alone in your books. That's not your lane. And I'm not about to be talking on these people's state phone about ounces and kilos. That's true. That's true. We shouldn't do that. We shouldn't do that. He was like, "That's not your lane, Thais. You don't talk about drugs, so stop." I was just gonna say, like, he was like, "No," and I'd be like, "Well, babe, what would happen if like you and Thais, and he'd be like, Thais, you're not a gangster. Stop. You don't gotta punk me." That's how we get down. But I appreciate that. I appreciate him being honest, like, because you can't. He's like, you can't just tap on drugs and then be like, "Oh, okay."
True.
You're right. It is research. That's what I'd be like, bruh. It's like research. And then sometimes we'll be talking to myself. I'd be like, "This a book, y'all. Don't be monitoring these calls. This a book." So yeah.
Do you think that once he's released, you about to really go ham?
I am. I think, and then so it's going to be interesting because he's a very overprotective person as well. So it's going to be those things where like now he going to be at the book events with me, and he's California. I'm talking California. So he's not nice. He's not a nice like he y'all just going to see this nigga sitting there like this. He ain't talking to nobody except me and maybe my daughter. Like he's just not that person that wants to make friends. And I'm just here for you to make sure you straight. Like yeah, he's. I think I will be able to because I'll have that. He'll be physically here for sport. And every time I talk to him, I get book ideas. Like oh, this is what I can do, and he'll be like yeah. So we'll talk about the books. And you know what I love? He never asked me to write an autobiography. What? That's how I knew I had loved him. Not once has he said, "Hey, you should write my life story." Not once. That's how I knew I had loved him.
Are you going to?
Hell no. I write fiction. He never asked, and I'm happy he never showed no interest in writing. None of that. And that's what I like because you meet a lot of dudes in jail. Oh, I got a life story. Everybody got a life story, baby. Yeah.
How is it more interesting than this one?
Just because I mean, bro, like no, and he just like he writing them books, writing them fiction. Who talking to you today? Da, 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 da. So yeah, he I love that he reads my books and he likes them and he'll let me know like okay, I like this character, I like that character, this got on my nerves, that got on my nerves, blah blah blah. Blah. So I like that. I really do.
Okay, so let's ask you a few more questions.
Okay.
What's your idea of the great American novel? Your idea, not what society thinks.
Of a great American novel?
Mm-hmm.
Something that can make you feel a gamut of emotions and teach you something.
Have you written one?
A gamut of emotions and teach me something. So ironically, I have. It's not an urban novel, but and I I'll stick to this. The Shack. That book, and it was had a religious spiritual undertone. That book affected me very heavily. So yeah, and then but there are some books, and I read so much, so I'd have to really think about it. But yeah, that book. But I've always loved that book. That book, and they turned it into a movie, so I was just a mess. But yeah, I would say The Shack and that. Yeah, that's I think what I would say for now. I'm sure there are others, but I think that one resonates the highest with me.
What book would you want to turn into a TV show or a movie or a miniseries or something?
If I have to speak honestly, in my opinion, my most impactful book, which would probably be Untainted Love.
Okay.
Because of the education around HIV awareness.
Okay. What book that you've written that did not get a lot of shine that you wish people would read more?
Honestly, Untainted Love.
You gotta have a list, right?
Untainted Love. I think I don't know. Untainted Love. Look, I be forgetting about my books. Look, so you know what? I'm gonna say a book, and it's gonna make you laugh because it's the only book that I never talk about. Binding Love.
Okay.
Like I don't even like. The other day I was like, matter of fact, I think I did order. I don't even have it. Like when I sell books on my thing, I don't even have it on my on my website. It's not even up there. Like it never existed. And I don't know why, but it's like one of the books that I wrote that I was like, I don't really like that book.
But is it something that you wish more people would read, though?
I mean, you could, but I think, and I'll be honest with you, I think I left it off kind of at a cliffhanger. And now that I think about it, I think it's a cliffhanger, and I ain't never finished it. No, honestly, that book, it's that's one of those books that I would probably pull and never even put up again. And it's not a bad book, but it's just one of them books that I think I wrote it just to write it. And I shouldn't have done that. It's still good, but it's just one of the books like I don't feel I wasn't 100% invested in. It's a book that, I don't know. Probably Untainted Love. I can't really think of anything else. I'm sure there are more, but I don't, off the top of my head, I don't know. Do you have any?
I think Dave should read the whole damn catalog because your catalog is fire.
I'm not going to say it's not. Yeah, I would agree. It's yeah. And I do like Untainted Love. Yeah, I mean, and maybe A Love So Blue. I do wish more people would read that. That's police brutality, so I put my heart into that one. But yeah.
Okay. Hold on, I'm just trying to figure out this question. I'm trying to figure out which question I want to ask. If you could invite 5 people to dinner, dead or alive, who would it be?
Lil Wayne.
No, authors.
Oh, girl, look, you got to tell me. Authors, dead or alive.
But he's a writer, so authors are writers. He's a writer. He writes his lyrics.
So Lil Wayne. Look, I done met a lot of people dinner. Okay, Lil Wayne, probably Ashley Antoinette, Jaquel. Look, I'm trying to think of people that I have not met. Like I haven't had.
It don't matter who it is. You can have met them, yes or no. You want to get some knowledge from them, and this dinner is everything.
B Love, even and probably Love Belvin.
You know what? Her Ezra series, the Ezra. When I tell you, I was on the floor. I did not expect that. I didn't know the pastor was like that. The good old pastor had my nerves tingling.
She be getting it. And for honorable mentions, Kennedy Ryan.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Fill in the blank.
Okay.
Blank is life. Well, regardless, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be writing related. Whatever it's life.
Love.
Okay. Finish the sentence. My pen is
bipolar.
Okay. What hates to see you coming? But what hates to see you coming?
A saga. A family saga. I'm anybody. Yeah, family saga, because they're gonna have 1,000 churn by the time I'm finished. That's how I can continue to write these people and come up, because I got it. When I wanted to write this, I pulled up my Washington Christian Smith family trees. I said, who have I not touched? Oh, there you go.
Do you feel like What genre haven't you written that you want to?
I don't think I'm anywhere ready to write in this genre, but I would love to try tap at suspense.
But why you don't?
I don't.
You have done it.
I don't think so. There's a like when you talking about Octavian and them, there's a certain amount. There's a formula, and I don't got that formula just yet.
I'm waiting.
Like thriller suspense. Oh man.
But sometimes, but you know what? You had me with the pastor, with Ruth's daddy. I was like, what the hell she got going on here?
Yeah.
That was a little suspenseful.
Well, I mean, but this, yeah, but I guess when I give suspense, it's like that short-lived suspense, like kind of like the oh moments. You know what I'm saying? But like a whole novel based on like some suspense type Criminal Minds type junk. Yeah, I would love to learn just to kind of grow into just even if I do one. But I know that I don't think that because like paranormals, I'll write paranormals, but I don't consider myself a paranormal writer. Like when I say, "Oh, I'm gonna write a paranormal," in my mind, I'm visiting their lane for a little while, then I'm gonna get off the exit ramp. You know, but like when you talk about these Nivea and Jade and yeah, that's I just tap like, excuse me, can I do this real quick? I'm gonna go ahead and leave after this. I mean,
it's ever right.
Huh?
Well, not genre, but what trope won't you ever write?
Dark romance.
Why not?
I look, it's hard for me. I can't. I've tried. Like, there's a certain level of dark romance that I can get into, and then it's too much. Like, that's it. And I'm gonna be honest with you. So I'll be 100 and no shit anybody. Dark romance to me parallels real heavy on almost domestic violence. Like some of the stuff that's done, and it triggers me.
Okay.
So I get there and I'm like, ooh, I can't. I'm gonna stop. But it'd be good up to the point where I'm triggered, and it's like, woo, okay, I'm gonna put this down, and I just don't ever pick it up. So that's something that I barely read, and I know for a fact I couldn't write. Some of the stuff I write, I'd be triggered. So I'm like, ooh, okay, that was a lot, Thais. Like when I wrote Mega's last book, baby, I had to call one of my friends, and I was crying like, I don't know if I should let him go through this. Like Mega's like, I don't know, it's gonna break him.
You like, got some tears from me.
Oh yeah. That and and I know a lot of women suffer, like they've gone through that, and the feeling of your body not working and things. So even Ruth's explosion, that was very traumatic to me because It's like, you got Ruth, she's the meek, mild, da 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 da. Now she in here cursing Mega out. So,
hey babe, Ruth said, "You let me tell you something. This is what you gonna do."
You
and got him together real quick.
She did.
He just fall right on in line.
You gotta look, babe. What you need. But yeah, so dark romance, that's probably the only trope that I wouldn't even try to touch.
What would your readers be shocked to know about you?
That I am and if I can think that I am deathly afraid of clowns. Death like if it's on TV, I'm screaming. I've sprained my ankle. Like that new It. So It is the reason why I'm deathly afraid of clowns. Let's just be clear. When I was younger, my daddy told me to stay my black ass in the room, and I snuck out and laid on the floor to watch the movie, and I used to have night terrors. And I had an accident from a night terror. I hit my head, and I had an accident from a night terror. So I'm deathly afraid of clowns. And when that new It came out and they started like advertising it, I was sitting on my bed watching TV, and a commercial came on, and I literally was like, ah! And I fell and I'm twisting my ankle.
Girl, don't be injuring yourself.
I was banned from Carowinds here in South Carolina, North Carolina for 5 years for assaulting a clown during Carowinds. See, but what had happened was
wait. Tell that story.
Let's be clear. Scarowinds is at night. They have a whole thing called Clown Village. I don't go near there. So we saw the clown coming way down, and they used to hire like a lot of young teenager kids, and they just walk around the park in character and scare people and stuff like a, So he was way down there. So my friend went way down there and said, "Look, don't come near us. She's scared of clowns. Don't come near us." All right, boom. We walking. You know how you walking, you feel somebody kind of like over your shoulder. So I'm like, I turn around, little white boy, boo. I took off on his ass. I ended up breaking his nose, his arm, and just he beat up. So they made me pay his medical bills in lieu of criminal charges, and I was banned for 5 years.
Yeah, keep yourself away from the clouds. And y'all make sure y'all do that to this lady.
So they changed the policy because of that incident. Because before there was no policy where they had to stay so many feet away from you. I was like, yeah, y'all better change that. I told that boy not to come here. And I ain't been to pick care of one since then. I was like, fuck it. No, okay. But yeah, I did. I felt bad afterwards because he was like 16.
Poor baby. But he probably thought it was a good idea to kind of scare you.
Yeah. Then after they told him to stay away, he's literally walking, and I turn around, boo. Okay, boo. Now you got a boo-boo. Look at you. So yeah, I felt bad afterwards because I just blacked out. It was bad. But I'm definitely afraid. Like, you have a clown at your birthday party, I'm not doing it. You got a graphic, I'm not looking at it. I can't do clowns at all in no way, shape, or form. Somebody sent me one time in their neighborhood, they decorated it for Halloween, and in the little sewer thing, they had the little balloon thing. I said I would have moved. I would have real life put my house for sale. You're not about to play with me.
Wow.
Definitely afraid of clowns. And roaches. Roaches, god damn it. And water bugs. Water bugs too. Look, so what had happened was I called the cops on water bugs, but I came home and I guess my neighbor left something out, and there was like, I live on the bottom floor, there was an ass of water bugs outside. And I was like, oh my God, that's a lot of water bugs. They look like they in church. Oh my God, they look like they organized. So I left. My friend was like, well, just leave, go get some rain and come back. So when I came back, it was more of them. I felt, you know how when you go to a church and it's like a 9 o'clock service and 11 o'clock, but then when they 9 o'clock out, 11 o'clock people come, so it's just, that's how it had looked. So I'm like, okay, she said, just spray the raid. I sprayed the raid. I promise y'all, they must have had a military strategy because some of them started running towards me and some started flying. So I take off. So I said, what am I supposed to do? She said, girl, I don't know, call the cops. So I called the cops and I was like, oh my God, somebody's attacking me. And they was like, well, how do they look? I was like, they brown, they got beady eyes. She was like, wait a minute. Wait, what? So that's what happened. They didn't come, and then I asked my neighbor down, I said, can you help me get in my house this water bugs? He was like, no. So I told him his mama was a hoe and all kind of stuff. And I slept in my car that night. I don't play with water bugs. I don't have time for water bugs. And then I'm from Charleston. So I've seen plenty water bugs. I got my own, like the little exterminator man. I got my own stuff. I be out here spraying like I'm the exterminator around a certain time of year. And I knock on my neighbor, hey, I'm about to spray. You want me to spray around your stuff too? I don't play none of them games.
Ma'am, not that you called the police though.
I did. It was like an non-emergency line. Like, look, I don't got time to play with these water bugs. Like, ma'am, it was like 1,000 of them things. And I was very scared. I was like, no. So once I slept in my car, the next day they was gone. So I went to Lowe's or somewhere, and the lady gave me some kind of, not boric acid, but it was some kind of, no, I think it was boric acid. And my pest man said, if you can see the boric acid, you put too much down. So I was in there sprinkling real light. And I ain't seen no more no time soon. I'm like, yep, I found the secret.
Yeah.
Oh. So those little things, is that the thing that makes the noise? Because I'd be like, what that sound is? And they'd be like, it's whatever them things is. Like, if I see one, I ain't never seen one in real life, but if I see it, I'm running. It just looked like it'll kill me. it just looked like it'd kill me. Like look, sometimes in my neighborhood, every once in a while, it'd be deer just chilling. I'm like, so you just gonna chill in front of my building? Can I go in?
Now, see, we have a
Like,
lot of deer. We have a lot of deers. We have foxes. We have a lot of squirrels because I live in a woody area.
okay.
And
You would think like I want to live in the. I grew up in the country, but look, sometimes some of these things, these new things, I'm like, what is that? And at night, you them cicadas, I be like, is them crickets? What is that sound? Like I be like, what is that sound? And then somebody told me what it was. I said, what? At first, I was like, oh, those bats. Like I had no idea what they were. It's just bad.
yeah, we got
It's
spiders. Not so much in the house, but outside.
you know, I be leaning on the arm of God because ain't no way. Ain't no way. I don't like bugs, period. Like, I'm so happy my daughter live here now. I'm so happy. I'm so because she grew up a little bit in because she grew up with her daddy and they kind of in the hood. So she used to certain things that I ain't used to. I be like, mm-mm,
I'm okay. I mean, I can deal with the spider. It can't. I mean, they just like little spiders. They're not like big,
mm-mm.
but nothing that. But rodents.
Look, look, I'm the type of person. If I see a water bug in my house and I happen to not kill it, like so they ran, I will get a whole hotel room. I'm not playing. I don't want to. I feel like every time I've seen a bug, like a water bug or something, God woke me up just so I could see it to kill it. Because if I find out it's in my house and I didn't kill it, I'm not staying. If I find out it's in my house and I didn't kill it, I'm not staying here. I'm not gonna do it. Like I'm so terrified. Like I'll be like itching all of a sudden. Mm-mm.
I get the terror of things. Like I can't look at an alligator or a crocodile.
And I can't. I don't know what it's called, but you know where it's like a bunch of like it look like a bunch of dots or circles or something. Like oh, it makes me. I don't even know what it's called, but like sometimes they used to put them things on a it's like a flat. Oh, I don't even talk about it. But I would have like nightmares, like about it, like just a bunch of holes, like random holes and stuff. I would literally have nightmares. Like one time, I had a nightmare so bad I was crying because I wanted to go to sleep so bad. And every time I closed my eyes, I just kept seeing it. So yeah, I don't. Mm-mm.
No, I be having full on panic attacks with alligators and crocodiles.
Well, I will say this: I don't want to see no alligator, but I will eat some alligator bites. Them things good. Them things is good.
You keep all that, please. All of that. That is hilarious. So we're at the point of popping your shit, man. Let's pop
Right.
that shit. Let's talk about your social media sites. Let's talk about websites where they can buy your books.
Okay. So, I'm Arthur Mel Dau across all social media, Instagram, TikTok. I don't really play with Twitter. Facebook, Mania, Mel Dau's Mania Crew. If you want to get in the group, you gotta answer the questions because I will deny you every time if you don't answer them questions. I have one. Somebody has been requesting to be in my group like 7 times, and I have denied you every time. I don't know why you're not clicking, but anyway. Um, you can find me on Amazon. I have a website in my TikTok that use my link tree has everything on it. It has every single thing on it that you need. Yeah, and then I sell my own paperback. So like if you see my paperback all high up on Amazon, that's intentional, so you'll get it from me. Yeah, and that's it. And then I do want to do this plug. If you live in North or South Carolina, you got a high school student, I do have 2 book scholarships available for $600. And it's in my on my link tree. It's the first thing, and literally, you black female high school student senior that's graduating in South or North Carolina with a 2.7 GPA, and all you have to do is fill out the application and write me a book report. I have what I want, and it can be any genre. It don't have to be no life altering you. If you like Latoya Nicole, write me a book report on Latoya Nicole, something she wrote. I don't care what the book is. I have 2 $600 book scholarships available.
Oh,
And the deadline is February 28th.
um, I have a giveaway in March. If you would like to donate a book, I would be grateful. I'm giving away 55 books on my 55th birthday.
All right, I definitely will.
I will send
You
you
know, let me know what book you want.
whatever book you choose, because
Okay.
Vegas can be choosy.
Okay.
And I will send you my information to send it. If you choose, if you don't, it's fine.
Yeah, I will. I definitely will. I definitely. I might look. I'm like, okay. You said 55 books, and I mean, I really got to send you one because I like people be like, okay, like I'm doing something with like I guess it's a shelter or something. So they wanted to do a book club. So they was like they want to do Mega Man. So I was like, okay, I'll send it to you at cost, like just printing and whatever. I'm not going to charge you as far as thing. So I'm like, well, they just can't read Mega Man. Like that got to be. So now I'm like, I'm supposed to go talk to them. So I'm like, I'm gonna just give them the rest of the dang on series because it don't make no sense for you to just read Mega Man. And I'm like. That's the thing, the giving thing. Like it don't make sense to me for you to read one of a series and especially in that situation and me not just bless you with the rest. Like you can't read something incomplete. We trying to get you as a whole person. I'm gonna give you a piece of a book. So but yeah, so okay, that's what I'm like, okay, so I can't give her Mega Man because in my spirit she said 55 and I know my black ass is gonna send her all 5 because it just don't feel right to send one.
But if you, I'm not asking for it. If it's one book, I'm happy. However, if you send me the series, I'm going to give it away as the series.
Okay, okay, got it. That's one.
I don't do
Got
that.
it. Got it. Okay.
I don't do that. So I'll be for my 55th, which is in March. I'm doing 55 giveaways.
Okay,
And it's all my favorite things.
Yeah, just send me your address and I'll send it to you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And what's your website? Because this will be on YouTube tomorrow.
So my website is Lord Jesus, look at me. Yeah, I know it's Mel Dau Book Pills. It's a pay. It's a pay hip Mel Dau Book Pills. So if you type that in, it'll come up Mel Dau Book Pills.
Okay. Any advice for new authors or even old authors?
I would say know why you're writing. Know the reason behind why you're writing, whether it's something, whether you want to reach people, whether you want to teach people, whether you want to entertain people, whether you want to make money only. All of those things have different motives. All of those things have different journeys and different ways to accomplish that goal. So it's very clear in knowing your why, and your why is allowed to change, but you need to change your strategy with your why.
Okay, so with that, I'm going to pop my shit real quick. So tomorrow we have Neek Mills live tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Sunday, we have Isla Cox at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Well, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. These specifics are Eastern.
Right.
And then on Monday, we have Miss Candace at noon Eastern Standard Time, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. Y'all can follow me on all social media platforms under Booked and Busy. What else? Website is coming soon. You can make sure that you like and subscribe to the YouTube channel so that I can monetize and do even more stuff for the book community. This is about y'all. This is not about me. I prefer to be behind the camera, but this is my calling for now. And I think
I appreciate you for having me. And I really, really appreciate your reviews. Now, them hats, girl, I'd be like, Lord Jesus. I'd be like, I was like, I wonder if she got a hat closet.
I do. Actually, I have a hat shelf. I'm getting ready to see this wall right here. I'm getting ready to hang them all right here.
Oh, see? But I really appreciate you having me on and thinking of me and doing the reviews because I'd be living for your reviews. I'd be like, Lord, what hat is she gonna wear? What hat is she gonna wear? I literally one day was like, I'm gonna buy her a hat and send her one. Like that's her thing. That's her thing. Hats, I like it.
You know what? To me, again, I got it from a Content Sunday, and it just worked. I asked God. I prayed about it.
Once you find that thing that works, look, look, I'm gonna speak it on you. That hat thing could become a whole endorsement for a hat line. Somebody could be like, okay, wait a minute now. Let me holler at her. You gotta speak those kind of things. Look, you never know.
Right. So if hey, I do take donations, but again, I have this hat is this. Listen, Jesus, when you see what's up under here, it's saying it's giving. You should have been and took this out.
Look, I'm about to get my hair braided next week. I say as soon as that Tuesday, I'm getting this hair braided. I can't do this hair out now.
But I will be. Oh, tell everybody where you're going to be in 2025. What?
Okay, in 2025, I will be in Mesquite, Texas for Boots, Blings, and Books. I think it's called. I will be at the Gem Awards, in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm going to be at Jessica Washington, Chicago, but I'm not going to